Hey everyone, I know you're all waiting for the episode to start, but first I have to give a quick shout out to my school friend Ben. He came up with the illustration and the title name for this episode, and he killed it. He did better than I ever could. Well, with the skills that I have at this time compared to his, he came up with a way better story than the last 3 episodes that I did. So anyways, thank you Ben, you're a good friend, and I hope you, get a YouTube channel soon. Oh yeah, there is one more shout out that I forgot to give. Due to the title of this video is honoured by my YouTube friend Aussie VHS and DVDs. And honestly, he's a lot more YouTube famous than I am. So be sure to go subscribe to him. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in and enjoy the video. Cieran is a strong, kind, smart, and reliable custom-built tank engine. However, unlike any other tank engine, Cieran can pull heavy express coaches on his own. He often helps other engines who are in need, including Dromayn. Dromayn is currently pulling freight trains instead of his express coaches after his fiasco of switching jobs with Morris. Breeana is normally the engine who fills in for the express while Dromayn is away. But today, Breeana was feeling unwell and had to be sent to the Newtown Railworks for repairs.
Oh, biff it, David!
Sorry! And with no other express engine available, Mr. Grant only had one option. Cieran, Breeana is feeling unwell. I want you to do the express while she's away. Yes, sir. On my way. Cieran was pleased. Pulling express coaches is his favourite job to do. When the other engines heard that Cieran was pulling the express, they were very excited. All except for Dromayn. What was Mr. Grant thinking? Cieran can't pull the express at all. He'll puff with a squeak and a creak when he starts pulling it. It's not fair. This made the other engines very cross. Don't you talk about Cieran like that. He is built to pull express coaches at high speed. You know you need to show some respect to him, Dromayn. But Dromayn didn't listen. Pah! More like I need to tell him that he's going to fail. Before Dromayn could say anything else, Matt interrupted. Here he comes! And he was right. There was Cieran happily backing down to the express coaches. Hello everyone, nice to see you all. The engines were thrilled to see Cieran. But Dromayn, on the other hand, was not. His angry voice started to come out of his mouth. You're just a tiny little tank engine who can't pull express coaches. You are going to fail pulling it, you miniature engine. The other engines were shocked. They all looked down to the rails with embarrassment. But Cieran only laughed. I can tell that you had a fiasco recently. Wolf told me that you had an accident with trucks a lot of times. The other engines were very well appreciated with Cieran's sense of humor. Oh, Cieran, what will we do without your sense of humor? Why, thank you, Tim. But Dromayn surveyed with anger. Oh, won't you mind your own business and wreck yourself along the way, you green lime? Cieran smiled again. Here's a little joke for you all. Reversing while going at a cheetah's speed, clickety-clack and off the track goes Dromayn. All the other engines laughed as Cieran left Zilla Station, leaving a very embarrassed Dromayn on the other platform. Why me? Why always me? Cieran's express journey went very well so far. He stayed on time, he didn't harm the coaches, and most of all, the passengers didn't even complain at all. In fact, they were all calling him really useful. That afternoon, Cieran was at Wrexhalltown Station and was preparing to head off to his final destination on the Saturday Express, Dromayn Station, which was a terminal at the end of Morris's branch line. Soon the passengers were all on board and the guard blew his whistle. And Cieran, the custom-built express engine, headed off for Dromayn Station. But just as he did, he saw Mark and Nigel roll by pulling a heavy goods train, which made him thought about Dromayn. He thought that he might have hurt Dromayn's feelings with his horrid joke. He was so preoccupied that he had forgotten to slow down at the point where he was supposed to. The passengers all started to tell Cieran to slow down. This made him realize that he was too close to slow down at the end of the line. Stop! Cieran's driver tried to apply the brakes, but it was too late. Cieran rushed right through the platform, over the buffers, and right into the VHS and DVD store. Luckily, no one was hurt, but some of the VHSs and DVDs were smashed, broken, and scattered all over the floor. What will Mr. Grant say? He found out soon enough, when the two engines Liam and Ben came to the rescue. Liam helped pull the coaches away, and Ben helped Cieran back on the rails. Luckily, Cieran only had minor scratches and dents, but the shop was completely destroyed. Mr. Grant spoke severely to Cieran. Now Cieran, although you didn't mean for this to happen, you are still to blame for the accident. You need to pay attention to what you are doing at all times when you are working. Cause remember, engines don't go shopping, and I don't run a shop. Cieran was ashamed. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Once you have been repainted and mended, I expect no more shopping from you, Cieran. Yes, sir. The news has soon spread about Cieran's accident. He was able to return to the sheds the next day. But that evening, after he was repaired from the works, all the other engines laughed, and they thought the going shopping joke was very funny. Cieran felt very embarrassed. Later that night, all the engines fell fast asleep, all except for Cieran. He was about to close his eyes when he saw Dromayn backing up to the sheds from his freight work. Cieran decided to whisper him an apology. I'm sorry for pulling a mean joke on you in front of everyone. Dromayn smiled. It's alright, and I'm sorry for disrespecting and underestimating you. You did well with my express coaches, despite the accident in the end. And as soon as both Cieran and Dromayn fell fast asleep, they became good friends, and neither of them ever talk about going shopping.